Hello again, speech class. My name is Orion once again. So I was really excited to do this media analysis because the advertisement that I chose is incredibly hilarious. Please go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. It is so funny. I think that really adds to the appeal because it makes you want to recommend it to your friends or share it as a reel or YouTube short or something fun like that. Um, so my house waits all year for the Super Bowl commercials, and I chose a commercial by General Motors Electric. It's an advertisement starring Michael Myers, portraying one of his most famous characters, is Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. The goal is to get you to think about climate change and to switch over to buying an EV. Um, so let's preview the ethos, pathos, and logos. For ethos, which is ethics, the initial ethics is going to be a familiar set of characters from a successful comedy film. The derived ethics is going to be a trusted American company, General Motors Electric. And then we have the terminal ethics, which is like the parent child dynamic. We all trust our parents, or most of us trust our parents. The husband wife dynamic, really familiar to us, and we're making decisions together constantly, so that's familiar. And the grandparent grandchild dynamic, and that includes audiences from really small age ranges to the older generations. So now that we've established a family dynamic and company rapport, let's look at pathos. Pathos being the emotional part of the advertisement. Um, and so I'm going to go with selfishness. Selfishness because it's a notorious villain as the main character. It's grandpa doing it for baby me, not for, the goodness of the planet. And then at the end, he's doing it to save the world in order to own it. This appeals to generally people who are not known to buy EVs. EVs and climate change, all that is supposedly more of a soft type of purchase. So I think including the selfishness and villain concept kind of gives it more of an edge and appeals to audiences that maybe they don't typically get. And then the humor. The humor is going to be, the notorious villain. And then the parental argument, arguing with your parents is a little bit funny because we can all relate to that. Marital bickering, that's something that I'm sure if you've been married for long enough, you can definitely understand that can be funny and really prevalent as well. And then, the Austin Powers theme is very nostalgic to people in my generation. I know some younger generations might not know what Austin Power is, but they're definitely getting the 30 plus year olds. So people that have maybe a little bit more money to spend and make those decisions at that point of their life. So now with ethos and pathos in play, we make a good point with logos. And logos is logic. EVs are good for the environment. They reduce tailpipe emissions, it says in the advertisement. They reduce a carbon footprint. And then the cause and effect of your logos, which is it impacts your grandchildren in the future. They have a little straw man argument saying climate change could be the number one threat to the future. They could have shown some statistics with that. But in conclusion, I think the most memorable and physiologically safe way to get a message across is through comedy. And, I enjoyed how they cast a villain and tapped into a different, more selfish audience. it also highlights the bickering families may have when they are purchasing a new car. And all these elements make a comfortable and nostalgic advertisement. Please watch it, it's hilarious. Okay, thank you.